4 appointment types, 4 things you need to be focused on doing every single day face-to-face with potential clients. The first and best appointment type is a listing consultation. You're sitting down with a homeowner who is interested in selling their home. And there are 6 steps to doing a good listing consultation. Here they are very quickly. Step number 1 is research and information gathering. I need you, if I'm the client, to get as much information from me as you possibly can. Address, beds, baths, garages, basement, pool, what's the backyard like, updated, not updated, what needs a little bit of remodeling, what's the style. Get as much information as you possibly can. The square footage, the size, most importantly, how big is the home? Do I have an accurate measurement? I need to get as much info as I possibly can so that I can move into step number 2, which is actually physically touring the home. This is the easy part. You, as the realtor, meet with me in the home and I take you on a tour. You ooh and you ah, and that's so great. You build rapport. Tell me about this picture. Tell me about this vacation. Are these your kiddos? Who is this? You're just building a connection and putting your eyeballs on the home. Step number 3 is the most important part of the listing consultation, and that is the seller interview. This is where you sit down with the homeowner directly after touring the home in the living room, dining room, somewhere comfortable, and ask them pertinent questions such as, have you definitely decided to sell your home? Tell me more about that. Why are you not at a point where you are 100% sure? What is going to help you make that decision? What's a perfect time frame for you? Close your eyes, snap your fingers. When do you want to sell your home? Why is that an important time frame? What happens if we sell it quicker than that? What happens if it takes longer than that? These are all questions I'm asking. Here's a big one. If I brought you the perfect buyer with a perfect contract with the perfect terms, what would you do? I want to know, would they sell the home or would they, I'm not really sure. If they're not really sure, they're not that motivated and you need to dig deeper into their urgency and their motivation. But if they tell you, you know what, John, we would probably accept the offer and sell the home. Boom, I've got a motivated client and somebody I need to continue to push. How much do you want to sell your home for? What do you expect to sell your home for? What do you think your home is worth? I want to know from a pricing standpoint if they're in the ballpark or if I'm in for a fight when I get to step 6. One of the last questions that I'm going to ask is, what do you expect out of an agent? And when they start to tell me what they expect, I'm picking up my pen and I'm jotting down every word they say. Why? So that when I step into step 4, which is the listing presentation, then I'm going to regurgitate the things that they expect back. If they think communication's important, I'm going to hit hard on communication. If they expect an open house every weekend, I'm going to touch on that. If they expect X, Y, and Z, then I'm going to communicate X, Y, and Z back to them. Step number 4 is going to require you to get creative if your company, if your brokerage does not have a listing presentation for you to actually sit down and go through with the client side by side. If you don't have that, then you need to create that. It needs to be visually appealing and speak to what the client needs. Not all about, I'm so awesome, I'm so great, but here's your need, here's a feature, and here's how that benefits you. The benefit to the homeowner is putting as much money as you possibly can in their pocket with the least amount of stress. Step number 5, this is the easiest one. This is where you close. And it's simple. With all of that said, Miss Homeowner, are you ready to hire me to represent you in selling your home? And agents think way too hard on this. We overthink this step. Just look them dead in the eye. Are you ready to hire me to be your realtor? And shut up and wait for a response. If they say no, then you're jumping into objection handling, which is not in this video. Spoiler alert, we'll get there soon. Step number 6, and you only do this step if you have a yes in step number 5, and that's going over pricing and terms. This is presenting your CMA, which you created in step 1, to the client. Too many agents start with step 6. They throw a price out at the potential client, and guess what? That client's gotten what they need from you. If you give pricing It's like screaming I love you too early on the first date. You gotta hold that off until you know you're in love. I'm holding the pricing off until I know that client wants to work with me. These are your 6 steps. Go in order. Don't skip them. Don't move them around. If you go in this order every single time, I can't say guarantee, but pretty dang close, you will win the listing the vast majority of the time. See you soon.